Welcome to another episode of the Brown Couch Bruhz, your go-to Detroit sports podcast.
That's right. I'm your boy Jess, a.k.a. A-Game. We're here to bring the latest and the greatest from the D, the 313.
And it's your boy, The Loaf, ready to dive right into the heart of Detroit sports with two of my guys, the Honcho and the A-Game.
Lions, Tigers, Pistons, Red Wings, PSL Sports, Michigan State, we got you covered.
We'll break down the games, analyze the stats, and give you the hot takes that you didn't know you needed.
Plus, we bring you some amazing guests, legends of the game, Detroit historians, here to share their insights and stories.
So grab a seat on the couch, kick back, and let's get into the action.
Here we go.
Welcome to another episode of the Brown Couch Bruhz on location. Part 2. It is the Cruise with the Q's weekend here in Detroit. We're here at the Marriott Hotel. We'll be interviewing some bruhs who are playing on the Q tour for the next couple of days, including me.
Guys with big handicap.
But before we get into the occasion too much in customary fashion, because we're not with the kids today, let's
That's right. We back.
You gotta tip it off now.
We back at 5%.
I'm a little bit closer to you now, man.
Yeah, that's
So,
good again.
the Q Tour is here this weekend in conjunction with the Cruise with the Q's weekend for Tau Kappa Kappa chapter, our home chapter.
Our home chapter.
What does this weekend mean to you?
This is a big weekend, man. Particularly because we have the Q tour here. We got a bunch of bruhs here from out of town, coming in state, coming back home to have a great time. Pertaining to Tau Kappa Kappa chapter and the Cruise with the Q's, we gonna do what we do. We kicking it off on Friday night with a party, 1440. Then Saturday the boat ride, after party after the boat ride, and we gonna finish it up with the picnic on Sunday. So we want all the visiting bruhs to come in town to have a great time, man. Like we normally do, we're gonna set it out. We got hospitality suites for Friday and Saturday. Come down if you're in the city. Come down, eat, drink, have a good time, man. It's on and popping.
This is 20 years of the boat ride on the Princess.
Oh, it's 20 on the
20
Princess.
years on the Princess.
We started on the Diamond Jack.
And it came in with us.
Right.
The
In
05
05.
bruhs.
Yep,
We came in to actually say the frat. I mean, to be honest. Say the frat.
Say it again.
We say the frat. 05 say the frat.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all about to have a great weekend, man. I hear a lot of stomping. I hear a lot of dogs barking. Man, y'all gonna be out here doing the do. Hey, man, hats off to y'all, man. I love what y'all do for the community. And everything y'all touch turns to purple and gold. I'll just say that, man. Enjoy the weekend. I'm glad to be a part of it as the co-host. But I've been mistaken down there in the lobby. I'm like, don't wreck me, bro. Don't wreck me, because I can't get involved. But mad respect, man. And I wouldn't do it no other way. I told y'all about my TSU story, man. They wasn't on the yard. They was coming back. I had left a year and a half right before they came back. When I started working with a young brother, Skinner. I remember Skinner.
Brother Skinner.
I told him he just
Skinner.
passed away.
Yep.
So rest in peace to him, man. But he was grooming me, and I couldn't wait that other year and a half out, man.
Be careful how you use the word grooming.
Grooming is crazy. That's crazy.
My bad. So, man, hey, look, congratulations to another weekend, and everybody be safe, and you dogs keep barking. You know what I'm saying?
We're excited to have the Q Tour. This will be a mini, so it's only 2 days. The normal Q Tour is 3 days of golf, but it'll be 2 days of golf this year, and we're golfing with a purpose this year. We lost a great brother in this area, Charles Wood, some months ago, and the Q Tour mini in Detroit is now named after Charles Wood.
Good deal.
The proceeds of this event will go to our veterans, our bruhs who are veterans, that committee, our international committee. So we're golfing with a purpose. We're golfing in the name of a good fallen brother. And we'll have a number of interviews throughout our day today as we cover Cruise with the Q's weekend,
Yes, sir.
and the Q Tour in conjunction with our Cruise with the Q's weekend. So stay tuned to more from the Brown Couch Bruhz.
On location.
We're back, and we are back with the marshal of the Q Tour Mini here in Detroit. Lawrence Price, LP, our chapter, bruh.
Our chapter, bro.
Welcome to the Brown Couch.
Hey, appreciate y'all
Not
bringing
only
me
is
on.
our chapter, bro, he made us, you know, this big bro.
Yeah. and beyond that, y'all my friends. Y'all part of my bruh family.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's even more important.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
So tell us what this Q Tour Mini means to you.
Well, and I've been on the tour for about 5 years. The Q Tour, and I'll just give you a little history about the Q Tour. The Q Tour has been in existence over 20 years. And the motto is 90% fellowship, 10% golf. And really it's just an opportunity for brothers to fellowship over a common interest, a like idea, right? And that's golf. And so there's competition, but there's also way more friendship and fellowship than competition. So what it means to me, a couple things. One, this is another avenue for me to do something I love doing, playing golf with people that I love, the Bruhz. But even on a more personal level, my son wouldn't be a Bruh without the Q Tour. He was a freshman at Northwestern. Their chapter had been inactive for probably a good 8 years. And just fellowshipping, meeting the Bruhz, I found out who the Bruhz were that were in the Evanston, Illinois grad chapter. Contacted them. Next thing I know, a few months later, he's the Bruhz. And so I just use that as an example of the power of just fellowshipping, putting friendship first, and then spending time to get to know Bruhz. One of the good things about the Q Tour is that every time you go and you play in a foursome, and I always hope I play in a foursome with Bruhz I don't know. Right? Because I get a chance to meet them. And one thing about the Q is we never meet a stranger. Right? We won't get too far into that, but we never meet a stranger. What I mean is that you can meet the Qs, we can be at some random location and meet a bruh, and it's like we've known that bruh for 20 years. That's just how we move, that's how we politic, and that's the beauty of it. So that's what it means to me. We've also kind of developed something here locally that's kind of a small microcosm of the Q Tour, and T. Martin's a part of that, and he can attest every weekend. It's almost like just a frat event. Right. And really, we've been doing that for, the way it's structured now for 3 years. We've really become it's beyond just Bruhz, right? We are family. We know each other's children, significant others, all that. So it's been impactful. It's been impactful. And I think as black men, we got to take time to love on each other.
For sure.
We got to take time to share with each other, because at the age that we are, we got more years behind us than in front of us. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and it seems like when you get in that 50-ish range, that's kind of a watershed kind of age, right?
Yeah.
Because for us, we're going to more funerals than we've ever been to of our contemporaries, and that's real. That's real. And we had one of my type man died actually at a Q Tour event on the golf course. I literally watched the brother die in front of me. It's still with me to this day, and it's been 2 or 3 months. Not that you put a time limit on it, but that just goes to show that you can be here today, gone tomorrow.
And let's talk about that a little bit. Now it's now the Charles Wood Mini Q Tour here in Detroit, and the brothers, the International Q Tour brothers, were gracious enough to allow us to name it after Chet, a brother who played with us every Saturday. Right, and now he is immortalized by this tour, doing something that he loved to do, and something that he loved to do with all of us.
That's right. And for those who knew Chet, Chet never met somebody. He never met a stranger, really. In the literal sense, right? He never met a stranger. You couldn't find anybody to say anything bad about Chet.
Nope.
Right? Chet he was a connector. He always looked out for. He always thought about other people before he thought about himself. Right? And in the fairly short time that we have been very close, that brother meant a lot to me. We, in particular during golf season, we were together 3, 4, 5 times a week. Either playing golf, drinking, smoking cigars, whatever it was. That's what it was, right? And so it means a lot. So again, it's just an example. We all have an expiration date, but just love on each other while you can, because you never know when your number's going to be called.
for sure.
And I remember in one of our episodes, we were talking about Chet, and we decided we were talking to him, and I think T said he said the Chet walk.
The Chet
walk. It was like, I don't know, the first round of the day. We gonna walk this round
at least once.
Yeah.
You know,
At least once,
in his honor.
Well, I'll say this. So, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I was the first brother to start walking all 18.
Gotcha.
I want to say T-Mark and Chet were next,
Yep.
right? And so that's what we did. And we encouraged, I think one time we probably had maybe 30 bros out. We probably had at least 10 bros walking.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've got to that point where it's a way to enjoy the game, but it's also a way to kind of help increase or improve your physical fitness.
It is.
And bros complain about it, but we even got BB to start walking.
Yeah.
Lord.
And he swore he would never walk.
That was a miracle.
Yeah, it was a miracle. It was a miracle, and he even walked 18 a couple of weeks ago. So it's a good thing. Yeah, like I said, any vehicle that we can use to come together and bond and share, it's always a positive thing.
For sure.
And the Q Tour is that all day long.
So Larry, on the Q Tour, where's the furthest place that a brother would come from to get involved in that?
Well, and let me just kind of give you just the kind of how the Q Tour is set up. There are 3 standing tournaments.
Okay.
Every year. There's the Ernest Everett Just in Atlanta. The Ernest Everett Just is in Raleigh or in the Carolinas. The Dick Smith Open is in Atlanta, and then the Q Masters is in Tampa.
Okay.
So that's every year. The Atlanta, the Dick Smith in Atlanta is typically in April. The EEJ is in Raleigh. That's typically in August. And the Raleigh.
Ronnie loved me.
I know you was explaining. Is this a qualifying tournament?
No,
The bros can still show up if you got a terrible handicap. You can still participate.
Yeah, you can go participate. Because even bros, when you play bad, it's so much more to it than just the golf side.
Which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Just the friendship and just the fellowship.
Then what we have here, we do this opposite conclave here.
Okay, cool.
Right? And we do it in conjunction with the boat ride. So this is our, I would say, second official year doing it. It's been done before, but I think this time we have the full weight of the Q Tour behind us.
Cool.
2 years ago, the Bruhz had such a good time that, let me go back. 2 years ago, we had to petition the Bruhz at the Dick Smith in Atlanta to give us consideration. And so maybe a month later they said, yeah, we can do it, right? This year, me and VB were in Tampa, and the Bruhz was like, no, we coming back to Detroit. That was, we felt really good about that. Really good about that.
I mean, it's a huge deal for us. I mean, and for me, being new to the game, grasping on to the Q Tour and what we do in Detroit, just our Detroit local Q golf Bruhz, it's been my locker room again, right? And so, that's essentially how I got going in the game. It's like, Bruhz is like, come on out and play. Talk a little bit about how you got introduced to the game.
Man, it's been a long time. I think somebody gave my mother an old set of clubs, and I think she was trying to figure out if she was going to play. And she kind of drug. I must have been 18 years old the first time I played. If you guys remember the old Bonnie Pro?
Yeah.
So that's when I first kind of played, and then played off and on over the years after that. And then probably around 99, 2000, I was working for a pharmaceutical company in Ann Arbor. And there was a brother, he went to Michigan, and we became good friends, and he was committed, right? And it's something went off of me, and he said, if you want to be good, you got to be committed to the game, right? You got to study, you got to practice, and all those things. And so that's kind of where the spark kind of lit for me. And like all of us, we have sons. So my son, we have kids rather, and I wanted to make sure that I was present for my kids. So really, I literally didn't play for about 10 years. I played, very consistently from that, say 2000 up to maybe 2005, 6. And then I probably stopped. I probably played maybe once or twice over a 10-year period because I just wanted to make sure I was present for my kids. And I knew one day I'd be able to come back. It don't seem like it when you're going through it. But one Saturday, because I bought him a little hoopty, and he had a baseball tournament. One Saturday, I wake up and he, I ain't have to get up and take him to his tournament. Right?
Man. He said, let me go
I got my life back.
You got your life back. You get your life back.
I literally went out and played the next day.
And
I haven't stopped since.
Yeah, man.
Well, let me just say, I mean, just from just my perspective of seeing this, this will be my first Detroit Mini. As the marshal of this, you've done an outstanding job of putting this together, man. It's a lot of work, working for the Qs to put anything together. Because nothing's ever right.
Right.
But this has been amazing, man, and it's a testament to your love for the brotherhood, your love for the game, and then your love for the city. Because everything that you do makes us all look good. But I want to get down to the predictions. So any predictions for this week?
Predictions, we're going to have 2 rounds, stroke play golf. And that's really all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Because as we all know, a lot of people talk real slick before the bullets when the bullets start flying, that's a whole different ball game.
Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the head.
There it is. And golf is a strange game.
Man. It's a weird game.
Because you can shoot at 80 one day and you can shoot 100 the next.
Yeah. Right? Nobody gonna blink.
Nobody's gonna blink.
Nope.
You could be swinging. You could be swinging your club well one day and shoot a 95. You could swing not so good, scramble around, shoot a 89.
Yep.
So I don't necessarily get into predictions personally. I don't do a lot of smack talk, not too much. Well, people know me for 50 years. So I'm gonna stick my toe in the pool a little bit, and I'll make a couple bets here and there. But that part is all in fun. I always say that I bet, but I don't gamble.
Right.
That's different.
And let me say this because you just mentioned it. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our relationship going back to the 70s with the West Side Cubs.
No doubt.
His father, Coach Price, Coach Foster, with the West Side Cubs, man. So I've been knowing this guy since I was like 8, 9 years old. He always been LP. Whether that's good or bad, he always been LP. You gotta take him as they come.
Somebody told me I got the ability to bring out the best and the worst in people almost at the same time.
That is true.
That's probably true. But no, me and Webb go back. I remember he was a left-handed QB. Unfortunately, the timing, we had another kid, his boy from McKenzie, Ted McCree, was ahead of him. Ted was a little bigger and had a little more time in the program, and so it didn't quite work out.
I hopped in the portal.
You hopped in the portal.
When I went to the Broncos.
Ted went to Wolverine.
No, I went to the Broncos.
He left. He went to the portal.
Ted went to Wolverine. And let the record show, we beat the brakes off both of them. We don't want to talk about that.
It was the good days, man.
Those are some good days, man. I reflect back on those days because it was really, I always say this and people sometimes get offended, but in the bigger scheme, we were just some poor kids off the West Side.
That's all. That's all.
We're hardworking parents.
And
if you know where McKay Field is on Boston and Petoskey, if you are familiar with the city, you understand what's adjacent to that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And McKay Field was a hallowed ground. Nothing ever happened. And it was hectic over there.
Yeah, it was.
Even as kids, we'd catch the bus and we'd walk through the neighborhood or whatever the case may be. In all the years I did that, never been an issue.
Right.
Never been an issue.
That's because you LP.
I don't want to go that far. No, I don't want to go that far.
Well, Lawrence Price on the Brown Couch Bruhz. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yep, man.
Yes, sir, bro.
Love y'all, man.
Hey, go
Yes,
shoot
sir,
this
man.
weekend. Keep them straight, right?
Well, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Hey, and let me shout the Brown Couch Bruhz out, man. Y'all do a great job. I love what y'all do.
Appreciate it.
I tap
Appreciate
in every chance I get, man.
Appreciate it.
Y'all make me smile, man, when I see y'all. Man. All right, Bruhz.
We'll be back. Yes, we're back with another guest. Kevin Johnson is with us. 95, bro. What's happening? Welcome to the couch.
What's happening? Good to be on the couch.
Just the KJ for Phoenix.
Well, we got one of them too. We got one of them too. There's a restaurant down the street called Fixins. We got to be straight.
That's true.
Straight on
Right,
that.
right, right.
That's right.
Well, thanks for joining us on the couch today. Obviously, we are all here for the Q Tour this weekend and the Cruise with the Q's weekend, but it's a very special mini for us this time around. Tell us what this Q Tour means to you.
Well, personally, it is an honor of your friend, our frat brother, Charles Wood, who unfortunately passed away at a Q Tour event in Atlanta on April 11th. And he was so integral in us being able to attract the mini tour to the city of Detroit, to the region. He never missed one, whether it was here in Detroit or in Raleigh, North Carolina, in the Virginia Beach area, in Atlanta, in Tampa. Chet was always present. So it was so special to us that the executive committee decided to change the name of this particular event to the Charles S. Wood Memorial Classic in honor of my best friend in the world.
Yeah.
And many of us who can claim him as a best friend. That's one of the problems that we all had with Chet. But he was everybody's best friend.
right.
I mean, so nobody could claim him. You know?
Right,
I
right.
can't claim him. I'm just claiming him because of me.
Yeah.
But Chet was an exemplary Omega man, an exemplary person. He was a deacon at his church.
Wow.
And those of us who got to know him, fell head over heels in love with him. So
Yeah.
I'm so honored to be here to talk a little bit about
Yeah.
what he meant to us.
And so this is, obviously, you go back with them a lot longer than a lot of the Bruhz here in Detroit go back with them. But talk a little bit about your relationship with Chet growing up. I mean, you guys met when you were pushing the piano, right?
Yeah, man. We were. I was at a conference, and I was in high school, a senior in high school. His girlfriend happened to be in the same organization that I was in, and we were at a conference in Charleston, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And as men do, we had to rearrange the room, and I pushed around, trying to push a piano out of the way, and he saw me there and offered a hand. Sounds just like Chet.
Mm-hmm.
And we pushed this piano out of the way to keep the conference going. And August of that year, I remember you.
Yeah.
I literally remember you. And he was like, yeah, we met in Charleston, South Carolina at a conference.
Yep.
And we reconnected. I was 17 years old. And that was how our relationship began. It's still going to this day, even though he's gone through it.
Yeah. That's good.
He will forever be memorialized now by this game of golf. And one of the reasons why I even became interested in the game, I remember Chet, we were at the Bruhz had a tailgate for the Lions, and Chet was coming straight off the golf course to the tailgate. I was like, man, why you dressed like that? Because Chet had on pants on,
right.
man, all the colors on it,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, why you dressed like that, man? We're playing golf, so you should try it. I came out that very next week because of my conversation with Chet. So talk a little bit about how you got involved in the game of golf.
Well, I grew up in South Carolina. I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and people say that's the golf capital of the world.
They sure do.
But when you grow up in a town like that, the people that I knew that were around the golf course were workers. They weren't players. So they were caddies. They worked in the kitchen. They were those kinds of people. So as much as I grew up in the golf capital of the world, I played golf until I got to South Carolina State University. And and one of the classes that they offered at our university was golf. And so I literally took up golf in college, even though I grew up in the golf capital of the world. Yeah. So my first set of clubs was from a caddy that worked at Myrtlewood Golf Course in my hometown. And the reason why I knew him because he would go to the club that my mother and father owned. So after he got off work, wore out, lugging golf clubs around for other people. And it's needed a place to go have a drink.
Right.
My mother and father had a club, and he would come in. His name was Ronnie Sherman. He's a senior usher at the church, my home church in Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
And he gave me my first set of golf clubs, but I never played until I got to South Carolina State.
Wow.
And that's really how Chet and I and many of his other friends connected. Was on the golf course.
Wow. Yeah, I'm always interested in people's origin stories when it comes to playing golf. Because it's just simply not a sport that most black people just grow up
Very
playing.
unconventional.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more conventional now than what it was back then when we grew up. But some of us just fell into the game. We didn't have an uncle or something. We didn't have memberships at the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. They were wheeled down to us.
Yeah, like my son, he can go play wherever he wants. His dad is a member of the club.
Right. Now.
But me, my club experience was the guys who worked at the club.
Yes.
Couldn't afford to play at the club that they worked at.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing.
So this weekend, we got the Q2 here, we got the Cruise with the Qs, and what's your expectation as far as your golf game this weekend? I know you guys played early today.
Well, I didn't, but I was just telling one of my dearest friends, Eric Thomas, that I have been hitting the ball, driving the ball, about as good as I could drive it. But when I get to that second shot, it's bad. It's bad. So I'm hitting it up in the. If this is the face, I found out when I went to the lab, and I'm hitting it up in the collar, which means that the ball's going dead right.
Right.
So I had to go to. I was telling my friend I had to go to Carl's Golf Land this week to get a couple lessons.
Right.
Get videoed and. So now we made a little slight correction. So I'm coming hard tomorrow.
Okay, so with that being said,
Yeah, I'm coming hard
we're
tomorrow.
gonna put some brothers on point.
Yeah.
Who you got on your radar, man? Who you gonna make sure you can call them out?
The field.
The field. Oh, that's everybody. It ain't just one.
I mean,
it's everybody on notice.
It means a little bit more to me this time.
Yes, sir.
This is our friends' first annual Charles S. Wood Memorial. And I will do my part well.
To win it all.
I want to win it all.
There you go.
I want to be the first winner of the Charles S. Wood Memorial.
Here,
I ain't drinking tomorrow. Unless I play with my boy Chuck right now.
Chuck in the house.
If I play Chuck, then all bets are off. We have a good time. 90 Bros, that's what we do. But no, in all seriousness, I just want those of us who came from out of town, those who are in town, who are here for this event, to have, because all we want to do is fellowship. That's our motto.
That's our motto.
That's it.
90% fellowship, 10% golf. That's what we do. If we can accomplish 90% fellowship, then I'll declare a victory.
For sure. Well, you heard it here first. Kevin Johnson, 95. Thanks for joining us on the couch, bro.
Appreciate you.
Good luck tomorrow, brother. Good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, KJ.
All right, my man.
We're back with one of the regional directors of the International Q Tour, Curtis Brunson. I was told to call you Curtis.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Other names I go by probably not good for TV. So we'll just go with Curtis for the time being.
The PR people, they reached out to you.
Right.
Let's toast it up. Another great Q Tour mini for us here in Detroit.
Yep.
So you've been involved in the Q Tour here in Detroit since almost since its inception.
It's in its inception in 2017. It's funny how we got started here in Detroit. My dean, GQ, 82 from New Sig, was down at the Q Tour in Tampa visiting Swoop.
Oh.
He wasn't playing, but he was just fellowshipping with the Bruhz.
Right.
So he talked to Mike Lett and told Mike Lett, hey man, we need to take this program up to Detroit.
Yeah.
Of course, the Bruhz talked and they decided to come to Detroit, and GQ called me, you're doing the Q Tour up in Detroit. I'm like, do I get a vote on this? No, you don't. So that was 2017, and we've been going every other year, 8 years now, well, 4 years now, because we do it every off-clave year.
Right.
For those who don't know, conclaves are a national convention. So the year of the clave, we'll do it the following year. So we're doing it this year. Clave was last year. Going to Cincinnati next year. We won't do it, but
27.
We'll be back here hopefully.
Yep.
So obviously this is a special Detroit Q Tour for us. Actually, the event being named after Chet.
Yep.
So talk a little bit about that process and what that means to you.
Yeah, as a national officer, it's funny how I became a national officer. It was Chet who approached me and suggested I should run. I had no intentions on running.
Yeah.
So he said, hey man, I think you'll be a perfect fit as a national officer, so why don't you run? So I said, okay, you see something, that's one thing about being around good people. You see things and you don't see things in yourself that other people see in you.
That's right.
So he saw something in me, I guess. I don't know what, but he saw something. But that's what made Chet. So, I ran. I remember sending these guys, Chet and Larry and Kevin, a little bio of me. It's like, hey, you guys look at this. Let me know if it's something that I need to tweak. And they're like, no. Once they signed off on it, we shot it, did the vote, and lo and behold, I got elected. So if it wasn't for Chet, because I had no intentions on running, I was happy just hanging out with the Bruhz, like say 90% what?
Fellowship.
10% golf, and I was happy with that. But that's the good thing about Chet. He touches you in so many different ways, and that's why it's just been an honor to have this tournament named after him, because it was myself and Larry who actually put it on the floor for the executive committee, and they voted unanimously to do it. So, just a token of his of how Chet was and how he influenced all of us.
For sure. One of the reasons why I even got involved in the game in the first place was a conversation with Chet. But talk a bit about your origin story with golf. How did you get involved with golf?
It's so funny. I grew up in Detroit on the east side. My dad, me and my younger brother, my dad took us to Chandler Park. We had to been 12 or 13 just getting us into golf. And we hated it. It was like, we don't want to do this at all. There was nothing to do with golf. Fast forward 10 years later, and I get the bug. So, and I've been playing golf for probably 25 years. Of course, my game wouldn't be any indication of how 25 years. But you know what? The good thing about it, it's addictive. I love it. It's you against the course. And what makes it even better and more enjoyable is the majority of the time you're playing amongst friends.
That's right.
And that makes it all worthwhile just doing that. So it's been a while that I've been involved in golf, and it's addictive.
So this weekend, we got the Q2 here, we got the Cruise with the Qs, and I know the Bruhz are gonna be out. Are you gonna be able to get up tomorrow and swing those clubs like you want to swing?
Let me tell you, I will get up tomorrow and swing the clubs. Now, which way it's going, I don't know. Because let me tell you, this thing's been in the tank for the last 2 months, and I got to figure out a way to correct this thing. As a matter of fact, my game is so bad, I have started taking putting lessons. That's just been the actual demise of my game this year, my putting. And I've actually started taking lessons with a guy over at Rouge that we're all familiar with, Shotmaker. So I'm taking lessons with him. I'm trying not to 3-putt. We'll see how it goes. If I'll give it a month, I'll go back, and if it hasn't improved, I'm going back demanding a refund. So, and I mean a full refund. Shotmaker's a good guy. He's a great trainer, and I'm really enjoying what he's teaching.
Well, Curtis is actually being modest. He's one of the better golfers here in the city of Detroit amongst the Qs. So, what he's saying, take it with a grain of salt, but one of the better golfers. Actually, you and I have a distinction. Amongst the Detroit Bruhz. We are the only 2 Detroit Bruhz who have won at the International Q Tour.
Yes, sir. Champ. That's what I call him, Champ. You know, I think you won your first time you were down there.
My first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think I won the first time I was down there in 2017.
There you go.
When I see him, I call him Champ. He won his flight first time. I won my flight first time. And, you know, it's something to be proud of. Detroit's always representing well when we go to these different events sponsored by the Q Tour, whether it's Atlanta, Tampa, on the East Coast. So Detroit is representing loud and clear for every event. And like I say, it's just bittersweet that Chet's no longer with us. But this changing of the tournament name will certainly keep his legacy alive. Legacy alive. So that's a good move.
So look, y'all got 90% fellowship, and it's gonna be 10% whooping people's butts. Who you got on your radar, man, that you need to beat?
Well, look at here. We are all flighted by the different flights that we're in, and I'm just trying to compete with the people in my flight. That's it. The rest of these local guys from Detroit, I can get them anywhere. If that putter is working, if that fat stick is working, I can get them anywhere. But I want some out of town runners.
There you go.
I'm trying to get some out of town guys just to rub their nose in it a little bit. But it's something that Kevin said. Because we are here hosting it, our job is to make sure the visiting Bruhz enjoy themselves. And the name of the game, looking at the weather, we got to make sure they're hydrated. We got to make sure they're focused. Now, I'm not babysitting them. If they want to hang out till 5 a.m. and get up at 6:30, God bless them. But I'm in my 60s. That ain't happening.
Well, anybody in my flight, I'm in Perseverance. So anybody want to go to 7 Mile? They're loud.
I dropped y'all.
I'm dropping you off. Fantastic time.
Have a great time.
Hanging out. Anything you want in Detroit, you can have it.
As long as you finish south of me.
There you go. Well, Curtis Brunson, thanks for joining us on the couch.
Appreciate you, man. It's about time y'all got some doggone talent up in here. But hey, let me just say this, man. I want to leave you with this. It's a short story about Chet. It was such an emotional roller coaster when he passed, because when I got the word that he had passed, as you know, you and I were getting ready to cross my son.
That's right.
So it was an emotional roller coaster for me, because you know, I was getting ready to bury one brother, and I'm getting ready to bring another one in. So it was a bunch of ups and downs, and really that was the reason you and I weren't in Atlanta.
That's right.
Because we were crossing our lines. So Chet will always have a place in my heart, not only my heart, but all of our hearts. And that was a good brother, because again, he see things in us that sometimes we don't see in ourselves. So changing of the name is very, very appropriate. And hey, let's have a great time this weekend in Detroit. Come on out.
For sure.
Appreciate your Brown Couch.
Stay tuned.
84 Bruhz.
All right. We're back with the Brown Couch Bruhz. We got Jeremy Willis with us. 91 Bruh. Welcome to the D.
Appreciate y'all. Always have a good time here.
Let's toast it up real quick.
Toast it up.
We got out of town guests. Our first out of town guests on the show today.
That's what's up. Glad to be here.
So obviously this is your first time in Detroit.
It is now.
You've been to the boat ride, you've been to the Q Tour here.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the city and talk a little bit about what this event means to you.
So actually this is a very special event for me to come out, especially this year, being renamed. But most importantly, man, just come kicking with Bruhz that I don't always see often. You know, I live in Atlanta. Q Tour makes its way around. And the fact that they've spent the time here the last couple of years has really broadened their tentacles. Just allowed us to spend time with people we wouldn't normally spend time with. And you know, just fellowship. That's what we do. Never had a bad time in Detroit. The boat ride's amazing, as you guys know. The Bruhz are super out here. Party's off the chain.
Say that. Look at the camera and say that.
Now, literally, folks, I was sleeping on Detroit. Now, my tight man, James Anderson, is from Detroit. He and I met, and it was...
Oh, what's the... You got it?
Got the breeze off the water.
There you go.
That's what it was.
So I met James 25 years ago, man, in Florida. He was in vet school. I was working on my doctorate in the chemistry department. But you know, I always heard about Detroit, blah blah blah. But you know, I was never really interested. You know, it's Detroit, right? You know, whatever, right? But man, came up to the bull ride, hung out at New Omega. I mean, the first time I went to the frat house, had a blast, and I have a New Omega story that's really, really unique. So, I live in Atlanta. I go to a church called Turner Chapel. I was part of the video ministry. There was a young brother named Herb Ford. Herb Ford pledged 08 Chi Gamma Gamma. We're at Chapel in Atlanta, right? I met her maybe, the kids grew up together, so it could have been 08, 07. Herb Ford's father pledged New Omega after her.
Wow.
Herb Ford Sr., I'll get his number wrong, but he was probably post-pandemic.
Okay.
So give it 2021, 22. And I asked, now he's a minister. He's 70, 80 years old. So I'm like, Herb, why did your dad become the brother at that age? You know what Herb told me? He said, my father told me he saw the way that the men on Omega treated his son. To the point where he wanted to be a part of that organization. No, it's the dopest Q story I've ever heard. You know, my dad was a bro, blah, blah, blah. But for your dad to become a bro because of you,
Because of your son.
and it was New Omega's chapter. It's a super dope story about the chapter itself. It speaks to the Bruhz here. For sure. It speaks to the Bruhz as a whole. But man, to see that, you know, her, and unfortunately, her passed maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Right? So there's the whole Herb Ford golf tournament. But it's the fact, man, that, you know, that's the kind of way we touch people. You know, everybody thinks about us barking and
It's deeper than that. Deeper than that.
But when I tell you this fellowship and friendship, and you know, my wife wonders, like, you know, what's going to hang out with your brother? I was like, we just fellowship. It's
What
like
other venue can black men get together and fellowship in this way without any violence or any mess going on? I mean, this is really sort of our rite of passage into manhood.
It is.
And it's our safe haven.
That part. It's a safe
as
space
men
for us.
in this country.
And what's so unique about us, man, you know, when we talk to each other, it's normally small talk. But if you really pull the resumes and the girls that come here to do the Q tour, man, you stack them resumes against anybody in the country as far as the accomplishments that we've had. You know, they won't see him, but this little guy right here, you know, Sergeant Major career for over years. We may talk trash, but if you ask him, what have you done for the last 2 years? So for real, I ran this like, yo, Kobe. But you know, that's the part of Omega that people really don't see. And it's not that we get a bad rap for looking at tongues. It is what it is, and that's all you think about us. That's your If you haven't taken the time to get past that in your college experience, or the last shoot you knew was in 1995. I was 18. I was 19. I was finding myself as you were at your 18.
That's right.
But if you pull my resume now, it's different. And, you know, and it's because I've had the time to spend with other bros. For sure. And it's not, and we challenge each other in a quiet, conservative way. You gotta watch your look. I just got my certification. I got that. Oh, you just got that. You know, and that's all it is. But you remember that, like, dog,
I gotta step it up.
we got there was internal challenges without the pressures of them. And then, you know, you double back and be like, wow, you did that? Like, I did that.
I know I've met several bros throughout my 20 years in the fold that you'd be amazed. You would see them out being out,
Right.
and then Monday morning,
That part.
I didn't know
That part.
that part.
Yeah.
So I didn't know
That's right.
he was a heart surgeon. I didn't know.
right. I had no idea.
Saturday night, I had no idea.
I was very
Can I go?
comfortable.
You want some coffee? Can I get you something, bro?
Very comfortable.
But yeah. So here we are. We here in Detroit, man. We got the Q tour. We got Cruise with the Qs, and you experienced both of them, man. So what's your expectation for this weekend in Detroit, man? I know you got to swing that thing, and I know you got to the other way around with it a little bit with some water or something.
Man, you pace yourself.
Yeah, hydrate.
You pace yourself. You know, you don't go hard the first night. My dog, we was just in there talking about Tampa, and man, when I tell you, he shot like a 78 Friday. He might have shot an 81 Saturday. So going into Sunday, he's in the lead. But you know what Saturday night?
He went out having a good time.
Right.
He shot 95 on Saturday. I was telling you because it's one of his first experiences. You gotta pace yourself. You have to make a conscious decision. Right. Am I here to be out? Am I here to win a tournament?
Yeah.
You can't do both.
Can't do both.
And I was telling him, like, the bros who shoot 77, 78 3 days in a row, you don't see them in no parties.
Yeah.
They play, they practice, they go home and go to bed.
Right.
They get up, they get breakfast, they do the stretching.
Right,
That's it.
Hey, we stumbling in. What time about tea time?
Exactly.
And the thing is, you know, that's how we do, though. You can enjoy yourself in 20 different ways at the very same event.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So your experience becomes unique to you, but yet still, you know, you got options.
That's right.
Yep.
If you want to party all night, you can.
Yeah.
If you want to
90%
put that
fellowship,
part, you want
10% golf. You want the 10. I want 10. And that's okay.
Ain't nobody tripping.
Right.
What we don't do is judge. And as aggressive as we are as a fraternity, and there's no other Greeks like it, period. You become the bros, you earn your way into that friendship, right? And you earn your way into that friendship through standing on your manhood.
That's right.
That's just it.
It
was in 91, it was in 01, it is in 2021.
That's it.
You're going to stand on that first.
Yeah.
But after that, I mean, I don't judge you on what you do. If you run the little girls, run them. If you drink all night, drink. If you smoke, smoke. But there's no judgment. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. I got your back.
That's
got
right.
mine. I see you in a purple shirt. I got my eye on you. Even if it's from a distance.
Yeah. I'm watching.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
No, you good.
Yeah. You want to leave with us? You ready to go? We'll take you where you need to go.
All of that. You don't get left behind. It's just a super dope environment to be yourself. And that's special. Everybody don't get to experience.
They don't.
Everybody don't get to experience.
So talk a little bit about your origin story in the game of golf. How'd you get involved in this game?
So at Tougaloo College, I think we split a set of golf clubs on the golf team.
Wow.
I had the 4-iron. I specifically remember about being on the golf team at Tougaloo, I had the 4-iron. And I could hit that ball about 220. So it was a bro who was the head coach of basketball, dead-eye, super cool Q. But he was the golf coach. You know, like small school.
Yeah.
You're going to wear multiple hats, right?
Right.
You can do everything but be in the kitchen. And so he said, come out, bro, play on the golf team. So I did that. We might have played Mississippi Valley. We might have played somebody else. But that was the first time I had a golf club in my life.
Wow.
Right?
In college?
In college. Born and raised in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Philadelphia, Mississippi is infamously known for where 3 civil rights workers got killed.
That's
So that's my hometown. But when I came along, I graduated high school in 1990. That wasn't our story, right? We were in an integrated school. My white classmates were just as cool to me as my blacks. So, it wasn't that typical.
Right.
So went to Tougaloo, a small HBCU in Jackson. I needed to continue kind of my black experience. And so Tougaloo was super dope about chemistry. Really good chemistry program. At that point, they were producing 80% of the physicians and doctors and lawyers in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
Went through Toowoomba.
Good history lesson.
Yeah. So I went there, and then dog gave me a golf club, right? And then, life takes on. You have kids. You decide if you want to play golf and stay married, or if you want to go out there and cut that grass, like she said.
That's right.
When these kids get up and watch their tools, right?
That's right.
And so I didn't double back to golf seriously until I got back to Atlanta, and let's just say call it 2010, right? At that point, my kids were a little older, and then once they got off to 16, my daughter could drive, so that was probably 2016.
Okay.
So really got a little more serious, because you can't get better at golf if you don't practice.
You don't practice and you don't play.
The smoothest round I ever seen, it was a stranger, you get paired up on a golf course. Kid shot the first 76 I've ever seen in my life. And it wasn't, he wasn't sweating, he wasn't grinding,
Yeah.
Hit his tee shot, go to it. Hit his fairway shot, go to it. And I said, man, how often do you play? He said, I practice about 3 times a week. And I heard that.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me how many times he played.
No.
He told me how many times he practiced.
Yeah.
And I heard that. And to get better at golf, you have to practice. You running out on the golf course and hacking and somebody telling you, man, move your foot and fix this. And I used to do it.
Yeah.
You won't ever be.
You won't get it.
You won't get it. If you practice at anything, your job, your relationship, golf is no different.
You gotta practice.
You have to practice. And so I've gotten, when I have time to practice, I can shoot a 78, 79. When I'm just out hanging out with the girls, I shoot 85. When I'm not picking up a stick, I can still play bogey golf, give or take. But you gotta practice with anything. That's what.
So look, you didn't come all the way from Atlanta to half step these guys, man. What you looking forward to these next 2 days, man? What you
90% or 10%?
Or are you gonna go 100% on your 10%? That's what I want to know.
Wait, you're not in my flight. What flight?
I'm in scholarship.
Okay, I'm in Perseverance. Okay, you.
The first thing I ever heard on the Q tour was uplift for life. Cucho always screams uplift for life.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know what that meant. So uplift, so we have manhood, scholarship, Perseverance.
Uplift.
So uplift, those golfers are going to shoot 100 plus.
Right.
If you shoot 100, that's not very good. It's not like your test scores or anything.
Right.
But he would always say, man, I'm uplift for life. I like my flight. I like the people in my flight. So for me, in order to stay in scholarship, I have to shoot an 85 or higher, right? So that's my goal. I'm going to shoot an 86. Now, can I shoot an 80? We played the course today on my back 9, camera rolling.
Yeah.
I shot a 38.
We good though.
Camera roll. Okay.
So I shot a 38. So I was literally 2 over. So
you should be a manhood.
no, that's not how that works. You should be a man. You right there. You should be. What happened to the safe space? We lost the safe space. Time out. Cut. We lost the safe space. Again, like I said, I've been practicing a little more. I can shoot an 8. Easy. Hands down. Because I get off the T5. It was just my irons were straight for some reason. I moved it back in my stance. I get flight on my irons. I know the numbers. If you can get
see that? That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Flight numbers.
And I tell you, so when I first got to Atlanta, my LB was there. He was like, dog, it is not hard to break 90. It's like it's not hard to be a bogey golfer. So that's essentially every hole. If it says 5, you get 6. If it says 4, you get 5.
Right.
He said you just have to get off the tee box. He said if you can get off the tee box
Safely.
safe, right? Like in play,
In
right?
play.
Right.
If you get your shot within 30 yards of the green, right? You should be able to hit a 30-yard shot onto the green. And even if you miss that putt,
The second, the bogey, you should be able to
still
get
a
that.
bogey, right?
Yeah, the bogey. Yeah.
So you squeeze in, even, you'll have shots to go out of bounds. I have shots to go out of bounds. We're not professionals. But for every double, if you get a par, your net is +1.
Yeah.
So your score should be no more than 90. So all you're doing from between 90 and 80 is making another putt, keeping it in your fairway, you know, instead of missing the green you on, and you're two putt. So numerically it's easy to achieve. Physically, I think it's less than 10% of the people that play golf are going to break 90.
Yeah. That's
So,
not a lot of people,
That's not a lot of people. So.
Not a lot of people.
But the numbers are there. And you know, we let ego get in the way. Like I was telling Dog when we were playing today, I was like, Dog, make your par fives. If you get off the tee box, right, it's 500. You're not going to hit it 250. You just not. If you hit the ball 250, and even if you're 250 out, if you hit the ball 125 twice, that's a net of 250. It's easy to hit a sand wedge 120 yards. Right? But people pull out a 5-wood, man, I'm going to just hit this.
Get there too.
No, it's numbers, bro. It is absolutely numbers. And I'm a science major. I'm a science major. Math matters. If you want to become a better golfer, do the numbers.
Yeah.
It is just that easy.
In practice.
Practice. Because so now, even if I luckily hit a 5-wood 220, I technically should have about 45, 30 yards in. Have you ever practiced a 30 yards? Most people don't, right?
And how many times have you practiced 30 yards?
Right.
40 yards.
And so,
with different clubs.
That part. So I know exactly what club I need to hit. I know how far I need to take it back to go 30 yards. I got 30, 40, 50, and 60. I got those for 4 numbers. I got a club I know exactly will go 75 yards. So now I am playing. Those numbers are given. I can go from 75 to almost now 170 distance wise that I know I can hit straight. I mean, I don't have to know how to hit a 240 yard shot. Right? If I got a 240 yard shot on a par 5, I would literally hit 120 twice.
Yeah.
No ego.
Right. Gotta take the ego out of it.
It's a math game. I'm very good at math. And I don't have an ego. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have an ego.
Well, if you in scholarship, careful.
Scholarship for life, baby.
Careful.
We gonna have day one, though. We'll get that money tomorrow.
Well, Jeremy Willis, thanks for joining us on the couch. Appreciate you, Q-Dog.
Outstanding.
Thank you, 91. Appreciate you, bro.
We got a gift for you.
Yo, man.
Hey, man, enjoy your time.
We got a gift for you. Your official Brown Couch Bruhz cup. And then we got a towel for you.
Towel for you.
Show people will see this. Show the people tomorrow.
If you ever golf with me, I wear a towel, right?
Like and subscribe now. Like and subscribe.
Rude, appreciate y'all.
Stay tuned. And a great show, fellas. Closing out the Brown Couch.
On location,
job,
man.
man.
On location.
Good job.
Good work.
Second time on location, man. We doing the damn thing, as they say.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting in work, man. Metro Detroit, out here, feeling good. Nice breeze right off the water. And y'all can't beat this, man. On location. We'll get back to the Brown Couch soon enough, but location
These
is
chairs
on
are kind
location.
of hard.
You used to the couch, man. Want to be plush.
But to your point, Concho, you know, great weekend. We just started off. This is the first kickoff for the Q tour, golf tour, cruise with the Qs weekend. So, and we got the first opportunity to kick it off. Here at the Marriott. On location.
Yep, at the host hotel, man. We had Qs coming in from everywhere, man. I done met some amazing brothers, man, and the stories that they tell, man, and why they're here for the Chet Invitational.
That's right.
You can't beat this, man. Tell them about that.
Yeah, man. Charles Wood Invitational, the first Charles Wood Invitational, man. This is a special event for all of us golfers, all of us Qs in this area, to honor our fallen brother, man. I am excited to play tomorrow and to play Saturday, man. It's going to be an outstanding weekend of events. Can't wait to get this content out to folks, man. This is going to be big. It's going to be exciting.
Hey, man, I'm ready to get the weekend jumping, man. I'm gonna be busy this weekend. I'm gonna follow the Q tour, cruise with the Qs. McKenzie alumni picnic is jumping off on Sunday. All my Stag people, I want to see y'all out there at 9275 Wyoming, man. You know, we the first school.
Now, y'all
we
jumped
kick off.
it off.
We kick off the
Y'all
alumni
jumped it
picnics now. Shout out to them Stags, man.
Yeah.
So listen, man, one thing I've learned from all the content today is, first of all, fellowship, 10% golf, pace yourself, stay hydrated, stay hydrated, and hit them straight, man. So, God bless all the Qs, man, that came out, that came to the city to represent, man. Y'all have a safe time, man. And I can't wait to hear the stories, man. I just can't wait to hear the stories.
Next episode. It's been another episode of the Brown Couch Bruhz, and we are out of here. Peace.